due to careless engineer enyelolo o web kuli ilo otiho sign. That is already part of the failed system I went in Nigeria. That place is not the first place or the first sign go say a system I went in Nigeria collapse, they collapse. But it's so sad na Mathias Ezeaku all these things. Na apagari, jena sugar in the no hand. If you go, so is this not nemesis? This is nemesis. You see, you can't be preaching about reality without knowing the real and true meaning of reality. So a moment of truth, tagging Peter Obi, tagging Governor Soludo, Mathias Ezeaku, tagging Nigeria, the king of the game, tagging almost everybody that cares to be tagged na that particular program. And na that particular program, and I'm afraid cannot eye service would do too much. You got to go? Eye service would do too much. Onya can do na go na saying the truth, no matter whose us is God, is very important. Because at the end of the day, an injustice anywhere is an injustice everywhere. And justice anywhere is justice everywhere. You must not wait until Onyenkehu Anolo in that position until before you know that you are supposed to speak. I keep saying it. Ndị mmadụ may misunderstand the even na-ekwu ana-afia na ezugo na ndị akwụrụ ụgwọ na ndị akwụrụ ụgwọ. But what I am preaching is what equity and justice stands for. What is good for Mr. A is good for Mr. B. And what is good for Mr. B is good for Mr. C. So now, all members say, Church Mathias and Wolona accident, Mother Bois, Ayaya Nuzri Mathias Ife. I don't want to sound insensitive like the way he has been sounded, because that man, Mathias, is a man that has no conscience. No conscience, no human sympathy. He is so insensitive. I don't want to put myself in his shoe. I don't want to reduce myself to the kind of Obion. Now it has to take two of his members, one person for him to understand the pain those people when an accident or their families na pass it through. The pains the family in Ndigbo na pass it through. The pains the family am wishing more na go pass it through. The pains family a lot of people on Amwamu na pass it through. It had to take two of his members to buy before office say the reality of calling out government. I was hoping that in his usual way that no ya call out Nigerian pastors. But lo and behold, he is doing something that he's supposed to do for the first time. You see, is this not very laughable? Now you went and print poster, a print giving in, you are doing demonstration, you are doing whatever thing because na two of your members from the failed system that Nigerians to call ego we told Mr. Igbo ego ayeji we buje unogo is still part of that failed system that I'm wishing more and go a veteran actor had to come to Facebook to beg for money for medical treatment, which eventually I think no one will also Kanondo. Is out of that failed system too. Because no failed system. How else are you going to hear that Nahwadore? You will not hear it. Or yes, they know no after a brief illness or after a warrior. So what happened to them is still part of the failed system, which now two members of your church are one victim of it right now. You have decided to face the appropriate authority. Now, in this life, the best way to go through this life is by putting people under. Yeah, people tea na your own shoe. Or na to onyambo of your Emanam atomumbo no ya fomofo. Banam to onyambo oto yoto. Emanam to mumbo no ya tomoto. That is what all my message na Facebook na represent. On reflect in all my messages. That even when I address the adorers in Enugu, I address them and I tell them the same respect you want people to accord to Father Mbaka, accord it to Ebuka. The same respect you want people to accord to Mbaka, accord it to Ebuka. You cannot choose to be insulting Ebuka. You cannot choose to be trolling and bullying Ebuka. But maybe Father Mbaka no. Go for life is not like that. Life is not like that. Ndigbo ji wee tu inu wee sị ọfịa na-asọ nkata epuko n'elu maka na ọfịa na-asọ nkata pụọ elu nkata abata n'ime. Ọ Ndigbo kwuru okwu and Ndigbo kwuru okwu kwuchuo okwu niile ekwucha onwe nke ha kwufọrọ ekwufọ. So Mathias cannot be making noise everywhere, disturbing the whole social media because na members ya na abụnwụrụ. Live na different rules do na Enugu and Onitsha and Ogidi ma ebe niile wo ebe enwelu abandon motors nwechala accident Mathias ye ruo ebe ahụ na-ese video fụọbala mmadụ ka ọ gbasara n'ala ọ na-ese video na-amụ ha amụ. Are you not aware that ebe ahụ ị nọ na-ekwu okwu na-asị na-ekwu ha n'ọkwa Christians ka ha wụ na God ha abandon go ha na ọnwụ na ile adụ mma na moto a nwere ike manye nwe na accident ya na ọnwụ na system Nigeria na-arụ ọrụ na nwere ike mmasị control ruo ife nwere ike ibute this accident. Wee jụọ Mathias mgbe ahụ wee sị ya before we even talk about the fuel system, ọ na moto adịghị nwe accident n'obodo oyibo, ọ na train ada agbakọta n'obodo oyibo pụọ na track, ọ na plane ada crash pendosha. Now that one aside, Oshefuzie na those things one are pointed out is also as a result of failed system. The same system only demonstrate now because na two members here nwụrụ. Now Ogwandoka mgbe ndị lo shuzin ban moto na-eje program somewhere wee pụọ n'ụzọ wee nwe accident wee nwụọ. O wee gwa ha na ọ bụrụ na ha nọ na their respective church shops na-azụ afịa na ọ bụrụ na ha fesiri ọrụ ha na-alụ jee chọọ ọrụ na-alụ ọrụ na factory jee chọọ ebe ha ya bụ productive na ọnwụ ahụ gburu ha ya egbu ha n'ebe ha na-eje program ha na-eje ekpere onye. Now I will ask you a question again, Mathias. What if na this your members jere ụka na-ana wee nwee accident? What if na fa nọ n'ụlọ or na fa na ebe fa na-eme business? What if na fa nọ n'ụlọ? Because if you understand the importance of that gathering go na ndị a na-eme every Sunday, then you should understand the importance of gathering of brethren. Onye ka nji sị o nwere formula ọzọ Nigeria ga-esi wee wọkụrụ mụ na gị. If not, do unto others the way you want others to do unto you. Ọnwụ na ndị ọchịchị anyị na-eche what of ọnwụrụ n'ụmụfa nọ na this condition ha tile anyị. I don't think na Nigeria ya edebe imi na anyị etu ọdụ. Na ọnwụ na ndị ọchịchị anyị na-anọkọta reason uche sị nna afụfụ ha ndị a na-ata what of ọnwụrụ n'ụmụ nke mụnwa mụrụ n'afọ na pass through this. How will I feel? Ọnwụ na ndị ọchịchị anyị na-anọkọta chee something like that eche. I don't think na Nigeria ya edebe imi na anya etu ọdụ. But it is because everybody is thinking about me. And that is what I always preach. No matter the way I preach it, you may not understand it because you have decided to be emotional and sentimental. And if somebody now do emotionally and sentimentally driven can never see fact for what they are. Although how many set of people wanna hand a battle here na Facebook? Can if I na can if I na can if I wo if you ma like onya ngwa na ene bi na that thing. Only if you like hefa. Can you tell me the reason patalo? Only you do comfortable with that. It's not possible. Only if I wo bread and cake, you will like it. But because it is not bread and cake, I like it, yeah. And if you don't like it, nobody deserves it. Nobody deserves it. Because whatever. That has always been the foundation of my message. But people like that water. Now EJK is tagging everybody. EJK is tagging everybody. He want us to come and they start jumping up and down, not minding that Mathias has mocked several others. Eh? Humble honorable ikwu herisha idonola na na-egere ife nnekwu ịghọtago. In fact, ịpụọ na broadcaster ifele mewuo, you will be part of that few people. ịghọtago, you will be part of that few people ebe nọ wee carry, and you will be listening to ife nnekwu. If I'm on a live stream on YouTube and see anything less than 100 people, I will end the live stream. The reason you see few people on your live stream is because you always talk about, and you are part of that few people who are listening to Out of Point in Nako. Some of you, you are part of the few people now listening to jargon. If you are there, maybe that you are here listening to jargon. Is it yourself? Can we lesser few people? Or one of those few people, the mother 36 or mother 37, but he may have 38. Another somebody share the same thought with you, but we may have 39. Another somebody share the same thought with you, but we may have 40. But when we in a possession, you find that name will get where Madu no here. So let us continue. Let us not be distracted by this Omazie Imo training. You gotta go. Now, you want us to be jumping up and down because now two of your members on a road accident. Ishefuzie no ngoma Mathias jere ba na ela akpati ozu. Wee mee video wee gbande baaye ndị otu niile wee sifa ha je mepesie ba na ela akpati ozu na ndị ụka ga na anwụ, hence na ha decided to fight reality. And this accident mere, okay, Emeka Jude, I will help you to zuzu out of the program. Off you go. There are no two ways for you to reply to Fikama if not by silence. You want to go? So now, je mepe ba na ela akpati ozu. You want to go? Ha je me ebe akpati ozu. Yeah? Ha je mepe ba na ela akpati ozu. Na ndị ụka ga na anwụ na ọwụrụgodu na ha bute 100 debe na ha elechasta the 100. Now ndị ahụ na-agwa jee mepe ebe a na-ele akpati ozu before us too anakpugo na akpati ozu a. I am not mocking them. God knows that I am not mocking them. Already I made a video already where I wish their soul to rest in peace. But the noise making of you, Ejike, and few other people is becoming too much. The noise you people are making is becoming too much. Then I ask myself, in a vehicle, your members, two people will, or you will come to an accident scene, every time Kabaloko, wounding mado, Epote Bao, he said that in on a beru, do so insensitive. Or no bolo failed system no Buddha. If you think how good for you are now it is still part of the failed system. The same failed system by here, Meluna contractor. I observe safety measures by putting that tape. Yeah, signaling them what that name was danger ahead. That is the same failed system. The same failed system how Meluna government halu moto when accident we be about in your little mind you felt that na not also Christians with a no members of Nde Omera na Mathias Ezeaku so we mota. The only reason why each we bring can is because na mota specifically members that accident we. So that is why you rush to the accident scene instead of you mocking those people as usual. You are now raising alarm and awareness. You are now raising alarm and awareness. You got to go. So the noise is too much, and the GK moment of truth, that noise is too much. You people should minimize that noise. Na uwo bono. E malonda he advisory haji eleba party. Je kwa buta party na bu eba. you advised a lot of people to go into the business of elu abati. Na haya dey lep more than 100 every week. Halecha he dey kwa pitekwa lebekwa. Imalonda advisory. Mamadu ne n'ime ha take your advice jeleba abati. Je ba je mayaka na pocket go take go je go la abati na bu je nda mmadu nwona holo ka ha we nie nda ka life gaba n'iru. You think if you that the world will stand still for you? You think if you that the world will stand still for you? You have gone to Facebook several times to laugh at him. You mock them. I'm in danger right now. I'm in danger right now. You think the whole world will stand still when you are in danger. But when other people are in danger, you don't even care. You don't even care. Very insensitive human being. Sometimes on adu mma anokata ife me mozu anwuna. On adu mma sometimes ife me mozu anwuna. Maka ni ife me ki eji we fo. No iko ahi iji we malu mmadu. Ka mmadu eji we malu. Okari hiltual. No one knows tomorrow. Thank you very much. If I know the next minute you may hear another news. That is how the life is programmed. That is the greatest reality. Any man who says you are preaching reality, all is the greatest reality that you don't even need to contest. No matter if you put the wrong one, you don't need to laugh at anybody. Because na ntu ahisi amuzu ahamu etu akwakande mmadu yesi we muzu nkozu gamu because ozu kwa ka ewu if you ozu dondo na apagari. But often time lazy such kind of message. A lot of people na do too emotional. Let me give you another instance. If letunde adora se inugusi we basta ebiakonu. But all along it has been the name of Evangelist Ebukobi, and they are celebrating, sharing those videos, commenting, calling him an arranging master, calling him a fake man of God. Say no yamu, say no ya powerful, say no wonka. They keep saying that no a businessman, no jindema de melu business. I keep telling them, say fa. They couldn't hana say go no. Now testing the microphone, and Telegi testing the microphone, testing microphone, as you go testing microphone, microphone kai kolo, pam, baka, pam, lebela jano, hand chani the bloggers overnight, hand chani the wood in our comment section. You see, you now begin to feel exactly how a Zionite feels when you insult his spiritual father. You started feeling that heat immediately. Why can't we respect each other? Ideology, feeling, whatever you can call it. Is it difficult if we actually put ourselves in people's shoes? How difficult is that? Is it that difficult? No, it is not. You will see Onyomen and Mathias Ezeaku Mathias or put every day in Mathias. Every day. Tell me one single day Mathias see a video without mentioning one baby virgin. Tell me one single day. And when he makes that post, you share it, you laugh, you enjoy. The moment that one Mathias, you jump out. What are you correcting? Are you correcting something you argued? In fact, where you are correcting that in Ezeaku, even Apolafa Mathias, stop calling the name of Mathias. Ishene Buka, one baby virgin, or is Ishene Buka Onyohi, Ishene Buka Onyarenji. So where you are correcting me to stop mentioning the name of Mathias, you are also mentioning the name of another person I hold dear to my heart. You held Iji Mathias close and dear to your heart. Njide Buka close and dear to my heart. Ijide Fadambaka close and dear to your heart. Kirife melaini ine mwediki juwe cohabit peacefully. It is if I respect Mbaka, you respect Ebuka. I respect Mathias. Mathias will do what? respect these two people. But in a place where there is a lack of unity in what I have said, or I keep saying it, the whole world will not stand still because it is you. Kamana ikwaho ijuwe malo mmadu onya ka ijuwe malo na Nnewi by on a different places nwelu one woman na-eme ọbịa kwamozu ma ọbịa mmemme mmadụ ebupụta nri okwu na ọya eri ebupụta nri okwu na ọya eri ebupụta nri okwu na ọya eri olu ụbọchị ọ nwụrụ a na-akwa ya ndị mmadụ bịa ruo akwamozu that day ebupụta nri ha ncha niile kwuo na ha ya eri ma ndị nwunye di ma ndị efe kwuo na ha ya eri eso etu a wee gbata ya nri agbatọba nri reason eji wee gbatọba nri ya ha ahụ no na-ekwu na ọ ya eri nri no reason kpatalụ o ji wee jụ na ọ ya dị eri nri ya so wee ruo na akwamozu eziokwu na ọ nọzie ma ọ fụghị ife ahụ mere na waste ahụ nwa ụmụ ya ịghọtago but at least ka ndị mmadụ wee were wee mụrụ n'iko iji wee malụ mmadụ ka anyị eji wee malụ because na abịa nye gị invitation na-agba nkwụ ikwuo na iche ekiche aka ya esisi Lagos bịa ga-ekike izie ha ozi ụbọchị nke gị ụzọ mmadụ asị okwu m na ụlọ ọdụghị convenient na iwu na ya eje ọdụghị convenient but sometimes ọhụgo na ka onye ji adịrị convenient maka na ụbọchị nke gị na onye ọwụ na ya ezikwaghị ozi tụrụ envelope ụbọchị ahụ ịbịa ụbọchị ahụ ị na-eme ife a ọdụ ka ebe agbara ọsọ agha nwere ife ọzọ wụ life. This is the mystery behind ndụ amụ na obi ebi. Ịghọtago? Okay, Obi Ifeoma jee na page my WhatsApp number dị na my page. Ịghọtago? Onwughu mystery ọzọ dụ na ndụ a karịrị etu a. Ifuru ya? Look at what is happening. Sometimes nọ na social media ana m amụ ife mmadụ na-enye gị overdose of it nyeke na-eme obele ka ịma aka oyesi wee take it. The person will not take it. Ịghọtago? Nyeke na-eme obele Shimobi Mbako, thank you very much. Nyeke na-eme obele ka ịfụ ka oyesi wee worie onye woru ye ọ na-aba and they remind the ISC, let me tell you something. Somebody bịara na Facebook iwe nedo a whole man of God in the capacity of Evangelist Ebuka Obi. Iwe kpụọ afa ye ufiarulu ana na Facebook. You claimed no, people claim no nyake na agwa, but onye ọwụ na furu no nyake na agwa, and you did not deny it. You kept on talking until the day you made it obvious for people to know that no nyake na agwa. Now his members started reacting in different ways. We call it action and the reaction this way. Now, an issue, no, because only one they disagree with, not everybody anyway. I always, before I even start following you complete na Facebook, I must first of all monitor your activities to see whether now what you are preaching on a follow in line with your action. Mfu hakwa no na-eme pụta ikwuo pụta ebe ikwuo bi ipụta ebe na ikwuo si the same thing mere ijikwu si ebe na ipụta ikwuo ife a mere ijikwu ebe apụta ikwuo zede amara na iwu a very unserious somebody. So now I watched a video where Nwikuku was explaining to people action and the reaction. Now he said that before he judged somebody because of reaction, that he must first of all examine the action Melonyaji were reacting in such way. Now, he made the same post when the Reverend Father reacted in some kind of way to everyone in August meeting. No. He said, according to him, he doesn't need to judge the Reverend Father based on his action, but he had to look at the based on his reaction, but he had to look at the actions partly up that reaction. Ozirie. Now, in the case of this girl behavior in some kind of way in aircraft, he said again that no time when people should stop seeing through the actions, but they should judge. People should stop seeing through the reactions, but they should judge issues looking at the action that sparked up that reaction. Now, I sat down and I asked myself, does it mean that the reaction of the Zionite on Facebook, that this young man is failing to see that name will a very big action that is sparking up their reaction? Is it that in this case, he has just decided not to be his usual self? Why on earth will he judge like this and here or judge like this? Now, I said to myself, imagine what will happen if Ebuka of Zion Ministry, Evangelist Ebuka, act in the manner that Reverend Father acted. This same person that is saying, I want to look at the action first before I start talking about the reaction. Will this same person apply that same measure? The answer is no. Has this same person ever considered the action that sparked up all Zionites in defense, maybe their spiritual father? Why they are reacting the way they are reacting on Facebook? He judged them, justifying the actions. He never for one day examined the actions. Now the table has turned, and his people are now behaving even worse than the Zionite, because a Zionite can hardly threaten you. But in this form and phase, I saw people threatening people. I saw people wishing people all manner of misfortune and the evil before our people, even after saying that they will cashier in the name of Jesus over one man. They taught us. We are talking, we are reasoning aloud. We are talking about Mathias, by the way. But I am bringing relative issues why you should understand my message, where it is going. I learned it anyway from my government teacher, government master, na secondary school, Master Paul, in order to make you to understand what he's trying to drive to, maybe Asiano. He will use similar things, different things with similar narrative to explain to you so that you will understand. For example, I can't be explaining to you the pain somebody feel about something if I don't put you in the shoes of that person. My mom, right? Your mom, the best way you can understand the pains I'm feeling or I'm passing through for all these years without the love of a mother is if I use your own mother as an example. The moment you may use you as an example, if your mom move to you now, if only make us then the moment they remind about her absence in your life, the reality of what will become of you when she's no more will be at your face staring at you. So that is why sometimes we give multiple illustrations. We even personalize some of them to you so that if you have sense of reasoning, you will understand. All hand in a one mother something, we make it ife, we personalize it to onya, we can feel insensitive, onya have a gonu charge. You see? So I am for people who are so wide now, wherefore, that the criticism and another man. They even told us at some point, including Mathias members, they even told us at some point that Evangelist Ebukobi is a man. He is prone to mistakes. And when he makes mistakes, that people should correct him. That he should be open to criticism. That is what helps to shape a man. They are the people lecturing me and you. Now, fast forward to your time. Remember the day the issue of Lazarus Moka came up, and they were saying that Ndotu Moka will not respond to this. That it is only the Zionite that can do this, do that. Lo and behold, before you know it, Ndenke Moka war press conference ozugbo, legal action immediately that they will go after anybody. What it means is that this same thing, you will definitely handle it the same way. So we will respect each other more if we begin to put ourselves in people's shoes. So can AGK use this mic and tell me what is different? Nando Madebua Nando Mistibu. That an afufuni Mistibu talo before war. You people did not have mercy on him. You were mocking him. You were mocking him, laughing at him, ridiculing him until the door. Even when he died, you people did not stop. You mocked him until Otalisianana. Can you tell me why you think Ndigbo should stand still? Because na two members of Mathias on a road accident, according to them, due to mistake of a contractor. Can you tell me? If the families of Mr. Ibu, Junior Pope, who also by anyway died na boat accident due to mistake and carelessness, obviously, of a boat driver. So what is different na the mistake that boat driver made and the people now manage by not giving them life jacket? Can you tell me the difference is done a mistake here Hamelu and Dinke contract Christian? Network on so, but we have to continue. You want to go? We go click on a reaction now. I don't like this. Click on like and love. Otherwise, difficult. You want to know? While you are watching this broadcast, always click on like and love. It is very important. Always click on like and love. You want to know? Always click on like and love. You check your comment to Gasiaba now, or Bagoto of my bot. And the majority of people who are commenting are saying nice things. So why can't we react with either like and love? If we all Bagota to 30 now, yeah, from 20 to 30, which is at least Obagota Facebook, we see that what we are doing is okay. They will keep distributing our video far. You want to go? Yeah, they will keep distributing our video far. Only share about the video. Share the video so that it will help us to get a wider reach. You want to go? Osaya Nayo, thank you. You want to go? So this life, It's not difficult. You mocked Junior Pope, a young man in his full youthful age that set out to go and work. He did not buy because he was lazing around. High or because of this way. He died ebe opolo oje shota ife afọ ya na ụmụ ya yedi ọwụlụ ndị police ha say he died in active service. Mathias wee mụwa ya mụ wee chetala anyị na reality hit go Junior Pope. Now, just like Uchenna Lasco, biko asikwuru, nke a hitiri ndị otu Mathias ebua. Ọnọhọ reality ka ọwụ, kedu ife ọwụ? If it is a reality that every man must accept, why can't they accept it and move on? Why had you wait shock idle stock in one reality? Why multiple other realities are still waiting for us to set in? What is reality? Reality is something that is unavoidable. There is nothing you can do about it. Yes, you either manage it or you accept it. You either manage it or you accept it when it comes. That is why Onwu is a reality that when we manage and we don't escape it, we accept it when it comes. But some people, they push it out it as if them themselves know that reality. Now, all the same reality Junior Pope faced through both accidents. You refuse to talk about the circumstances surrounding that boat accident. You went straight to Junior Pope and his family to go and mock them because you perceived they are Christians. Now, that same reality will befall two of your members by road accident. You now want all of us to jump up and down, to tag Soludo everywhere, to tag Peter Obi, to tag Sowore, to tag King of the Game. You are educated, is tagging everybody, telling them on a family borough, Ifemelu, why are you condemn here? Because you think that not everybody will time to listen to Mathias and his noise. You think that not everybody. The first place in Nurongwu, Mr. Ibu, before we na Facebook, Zambia report. A Facebook news platform done na Zambia. Me follow yana watchdog. Makusue, and me follow her. Zambian report boye, ote haka, Kosue boye, ote haka, Zambian watchdog boye. Why Zambians are mourning Mr. Ibu? Mathias, who is a Nigerian, who is an Igbo man, is mocking Mr. Ibu and his family. In fact, Mbebelu Mr. Ibu, Mathias said, and I quote, "No banko zona ye ba baye. If you want the video, I will show you the video." Yes. He said, and I quote, "Never na mention one go amhodo no ya survive if eneme." He said it because he is such an insensitive human being. A fool somebody do as insensitive as Mathias. Owulu no patahego, oya ibusise mmadu, oya hakunsi, unwehi fo ye me, maka no nwele obi ojo. Maka no nwele obi ojo. Ndigbo, ibia na family ya na Igbo. Nwanne na nwanne ya esegide okwu. Mana uzu ofu onye tọwọrọ ha. Ayi, ife bụ nwanne ya batayo n'ime. Mana onye ọhụrụ na ife onye na nwanne esebele okwu ozu nwụọ ọka na-adọ ndọ onye ahụ nwere ike onye agbụrụ onye ahụ nwụrụ. Inye onye ahụ mmụọ ya egbu mmadụ. Because na the moment mmadụ nwụrụ, you will realize why you will need that person alive than known. Maka na onye nwa eyafuzi ọzọ. The memories of ndụ niile obiri n'ụwa ebe encounter will start playing. You find out that if you have differences with this person, you can never resolve it again. You will realize why you need even your enemies alive than how one. Because na family anything can happen. Mana Mathias Ezeaku is so insensitive that he doesn't care his bitterness for revenge over people who did not do anything to him. His bitterness towards Christianity, I don't understand why somebody will unnecessarily decide to be that aggrieved, that angered over nothing. Ndo ka na pụrụ nwa yo, ndo ka na roho nwunye yo, onwelo fada mo ụkọchukwu dinere nwunye yo, onweghị onye ụka gburu nwa yo, onweghị onye ụka bịalụ n'alụghị anaghị n'alụghị chọpụ. What is this obsession about church? Now I have even realized that the human sympathy by running around all this while. Two of your members is when two nkete ngolo na accident ya ohoko no nwo mana two nworo na nkedo open eye follow. Remember the time boss bundelo shoes na eje somewhere nwere accident. Instead of them to talk about government now our government may fail for not providing good roads for us. They started talking about how his apron did not protect him. They started talking about how their general overseer flies jet. But that is being insensitive. If being a Christian cannot guarantee me that I will not pie, and being onyo menana Mathias Ezeaku cannot guarantee me either for living forever, then can you tell me why you will be stretching your head trying to teach me to leave something because of something I will lose definitely, and I cannot gain it if I come to your side? Are you getting what I'm saying? Let me rephrase in a better way in 2 years. If being a Christian cannot guarantee me, if being a Christian cannot guarantee me to live forever, and the being onyo mena na Mathias Ezeaku cannot also guarantee my life, that as a Christian you are bound to die, but when you come to mena na Mathias Ezeaku your life will be guaranteed, then what is this message for? What is all this message for? Kirifa na nolo tikatiki over nothing, just difference in idea. Manani some people are now convert everybody to your side. Life doesn't happen that way. That is not how life happens. You gotta go. Now, some people will begin to judge people's reaction through the actions. But when it gets to a section of people, the action and the reaction doesn't matter. Unless you feel the heat another person may feel. Whatever those people are saying doesn't mean anything to you. That is what this disunity and fight and when a social media today. I had with that problem on social media because I don't know what is right or you don't know what is right. It's just because I feel like the world should always respect me for what I feel is right. But for you, the world should forget about you. Forget that name when millions of people not in this life. Yes, there is only one common thing in this life, which is what is good. And if it is good for you, you should know that it is good for me. Mana, being insensitive to the plight of others is why we are fighting each other on social media. Social media space, community na Igbo, adugo infiltrated with different ideas, conflicting one. And everybody is refusing to understand the other person. If I cannot understand you, or I even try to understand you, but you are feeling insensitive to my own pride, you will see another reaction in me. QED. You cannot open your page to torment and humiliate Evangelist Ezeaku Obi, but whenever you see where somebody made a post about you are wondering about the way and condition of BBC Guru Mbaka. Why? What of Nguma on Facebook every time when I go Evangelist Ezeaku Obi? Can look at your life condition. I draw you say no more if you so ebu mo if you onye gba no nwere ife yeme Mbaka. Why? Onye gba no nwere ife yeme Zugo. Since no nwere ife yeme, who told you that no nwere ife yeme? And as funny as we may be, you only dig out a video, in fact, address it. I saw somebody who posted a video, Evangelist Ezeaku Obi Melo, a long time ago, Basaro Fadambaka, where he was saying, touch not my anointed, I do my prophet. That no matter what, you should not insult your priest, a prophet, or your pastors. Now, they singled out part of the message that was talking about using Mbaka as a reference. Now they forgot that he mentioned pastors, that he mentioned your priest, that he mentioned your prophet. So now, if what Evangelist Ezeaku Obi were talking to Zionite alone, what of you that is insulting him who is a prophet, that is insulting him who is also a servant of God, that is insulting him who is also an anointed of God? You got to go. So we do what is right. Ejike and Mathias, the noise is enough. You people should go and face your business. Go and face your work. You got to go. Look, I have chosen not to reduce myself to the level of Mathias, because I believe in little education is better than none. When you look at the behavior of some kind of people, education is a scam. If you see how some people are behaving, if you see the behavior of so many people, education is scam. Because education is everything. You can't even imagine what it can do to your life. If you behave like an illiterate, illiteracy is a disease. You don't need anybody to tell you that illiteracy is a disease. Yes, you need to be enlightened a bit. A bit. You need to be enlightened. A little. Or very, very important. Or very, very, very important. Otherwise, when you be you may not see it. Because now say no one know nyala ifele neme obolo nyala no nweye. You may not see it, but other people ya that fear, and you won't even imagine how they feel about you. When you naga, because illiteracy you won't even ask yourself question. So a lot of people are confronted to go on Facebook, but when I ask them a similar question, or if I give them a similar advice about the same subject matter, they will turn immediately. Iwe funu nkwa na api na mkpụrụ adụhe. Iwe funu nkwa na api na mkpụrụ adụhe. Ejike na Mathias na uonu. Anambra State will not stand still because na ndo mena na buze Ezeaku na ndo na abu nwụrụ na accident. Mathias manu nda ha ogwa ha lewe akpati. Nya je na because no nya advisory ha about into that business, ha yenye akpati na a discounted price because no nya motivate ha into into that business because no so ndị ụka ga na anwụ anwụ so ndị ụka ga na anwụ anwụ ịghọtago if not because na ekwensu possessed some men of God ha wee tọọ we na akọ complete nyanyampo if not but I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. So ịmalụkwa ndị ahụ ịgwara ha jee elewe akpati ozu na Christians ya ada anwụ jekwu ndị ahụ gwa ndị ahụ bụ ihe akpati ka i wee jee nie members gụ na-abụ nwụrụ na-akpuo nye anyị efe na Facebook ka anyị zuo ike. Look at ife ejike delu Mr. Peter Obi sir. Why have you not said anything regarding the victims of careless contractor in Anambra State? A mother and her daughter's life was cut short by careless contractor, and you won't deny not seeing it. It seems like you thrive in eyes of solving problem. In other regions outside Igboland, why have you not posted or said anything about it? We saw you serving plates of rice somewhere. Please come and do the needful. Anyway, trust politicians at your own risk. Assuming that the victims are from rich and famous family, you, Peter Obi, etc., would have been the first to send condolences. Are you waiting for VDM before you will say something about it? Your governor, Charles Chukwuma Soludo, is yet to say something about it. We want justice for the victims. Mr. Peter Obi, you will always be the first to visit my place, to visit any place that something happened, mostly outside the Igboland. You see, he kept on tagging and calling out people over the life of two people. One because na ha members of Omena Nabuzo Kwase no. They forget that all those Christians the fan are one. That na with families, they come out from a congregation, they are members of congregations, they have pastors. The same way Mathias Ezeaku Ejiofor crocodile tears because of the girl na ekudori nwa ko we nwe ike je na agbara egwu ebe a na-akọ ịgba. The same way osi we na agosi anya mmiri ya way to ka relatives of those people in among si we na ebe the worst of it all is them seeing you on social media humiliating them more and making the matter worse for them. But today, you want the world to stand still because now two of your members will ask them to war. Is all not part of the reality you are teaching us? What can be more reality than on? Since I do potowa, kai nole to the mother na agafesi. The mother na agafesi. The mother na agafesi. Na gafe de ka kpakpando ụtụtụ agụwe gụcha wesịgụ naanị ọlụ anyị ka ga-eji cheta amalụ n'ife n'owe ebe a na-agụ egwu a. So what it shows is that no the biggest reality, but it is the saddest. And it is the only reality that even Mathias cannot accept. No matter how it happened to you, you must always ask God, why? Why? That is why Mathias Ezeaku, why? But you cannot prove to be insensitive about Onwundozo, but Onwunabua. Yeah, they make his headline and onye jo no yeku makaye a man onya ha commit go a crime. Do unto others how you will want others to do unto you. Nya devela isi na anya etu amona ono. Onwere ife ozo Each time I'm talking to Mathias, I always seize that opportunity to talk to the adorers. I know why I always talk to them. Majority of them I will go bloggers overnight. They are now started. They used to be advising Nde Zion on how to conduct, that they are behaving like Nde Terror and Rist, that they are behaving like people who are in a cult, that my behavior represents that of a true Christian, that how can they be fighting for man, that they are worshiping man and not God? Why will they be fighting for God? That they should leave God to take charge of even the mother and Agwe Bikobi. That they should, their life should reflect that of a true Christian. Fast forward to the time Adawaro, their Christian, their spiritual father, Hanchani nebulu onu nya je mana toilet je wuputa onu bulu onu si we mapota. In fact, Hamadu ready Igbo self from their utterances. Iyafo that na Hamadu ready self Igbo. Now, who is fooling who? It's a question that I am asking you. If you think you are right in what you are saying, I am more than 100% right in what I'm saying. But if you want us to do a common thing, I will tell you, let us respect each other. We can disagree and criticize constructively, but we should not criticize destructively. Now, you use Lovett issue, Jonathan the padlock, plate number, no matter the clarification Zion knew to that matter, you have refused. You termed Evangelist Ezeaku be a fake prophet. As an adorer, I'm not talking to Mathias now. I'm talking to you now. Who is an adorer? Now we have reminded you about the prophecy of Shimaroke Nnamani, the second prophecy about Shimaroke Nnamani, the one concerning Ihedio Hakim, you that is telling me, Kerife Patalo, na Evangelist Ezeaku biafu ho, na Jonathan the padlock of the Etua, no jihanya fo, no ho the real Lovett defa, no jihanya, wefo, na wadibia bemefa, wife de Etua. When the issue of that father na etirifadi ife ipu ya kwa melu, why no jiho anyi memwo wefu nefa an allegation? Why would you wewo nya budget that campaign nisi to the point that nanda adoration keriva na akwe gule egwuri ha gule egwu maka Ihedio Hakim ekwuoyo yiwe mana ya nọrọ na ebuka onye arenjio kelu maka Lovett echetalo that good luck is bad luck and Buhari is the Messiah. Wejuzie nungwa an adorer. Is Buhari the Messiah you are looking for, or should we expect another? Iwe ebaba mba ngwapodebezi ebuka kaipodebe your own Elijah. Ijokwa no la ajo oke ona wa imechizi onu ka ikpowazi ebuka ngwa mechie n'onu ka ina na Elijah emenenu mba emena na mba emenenu mba do shall agree to emena na mba efuna onwe onye yekwe ka owu opinion ibe gal akpaga aka ebe ba mani yeje na akpa mmadu aka na brokoso bido onye ahụ aka na brokos na-emezi expert onye ahụ agbanarị gị aka na ntị agba. Life is not that way. Life is not that way. Ndụ adịrị otu ahụ. Okay, look at Father Nwebe Joy. If you know the right, it happens on social media every day. Ebuka this, ebuka that. Even while you are doing that, you are not cautioning your members against saying a kind of words against Evangelist Ezeaku. You are instigating your members into insulting Ebuka in your comment section and you are not warning them. Now, when a section of people come after you, your members will now try to interpret what being a priest is all about. That is the insensitive Donando Aibinetata. So now, these people should close their mouth so that you can insult them, so that you can humiliate them. Why you do immune to insult? It doesn't happen that way. It does not happen that way. Even a family bendebe dike aya he mefa. Hello. Onye na gwa onye bu okongwo. Obosim bialu bendebe dike. I behave and observe if you believe bendebe dike. As long as nebe mu na unu ekwu that na ablo bendebe dike. Yeah. Bendebe okongwo nwelu ka ndebe okongwo si eme. Debe dike nwe ka ndebe dike si eme. Who says na ndebe dike si eme should bind the whole into the whole families in the same? That is not how things have been done. But you can respect my family values as much as I respect your own family values. If you don't get it, forget about it. Manambia na ekwu ifa ndị mmadụ asị ezugo onye akwụrụ ụgwọ ezugo onye akwụrụ ụgwọ mmadụ one do na akwụ m ụgwọ aka na-ekwu mmadụ one na akwụ m ụgwọ. I wish they can pay me ka manya wuzie na mojo na maghị mmadụ one na akwụ m ụgwọ. All I am asking you is respect another person's feeling and plight so that it can be whatever you give out comes back to you. Now let me tell you another one. Ndotu Mathias Ezeaku, look at the way you are talking. Calm down so that people will hear you. You are always speaking sometimes with so much aggressiveness. That is because it is Ezeaku talking. Mathias Mathias na say right door na say nwa Chineke gaba n'iru. If ahụ na obsess ebe nno n'ife ịkpọrọ courage n'ebe Mathias nọ. If ahụ mere iji akpọ m onye iberibe n'ife iji wesi na Mathias bụ fearless. If ahụ iji wesi na Mathias bụ outspoken right on. O if ahụ iji wesi na mụnwa na-enye mkpọtụ. And the by camera, or will not need the jobless. Mathias by camera, or will know something to say. If we all want to respect, or do mutual, we will live in peace. That does not mean that na court of law we make and I am against this, you are against that. We are arguing in court to get to a common resolution. Lawyers don't fight. Are they separatory hug? And yet, everybody will air their view over a judge who, out of his own discretion, will choose who is right or who is wrong. I don't know if you are getting what I'm saying. But you cannot claim to be insensitive. Okay, let me use another example because we are talking about Mathias and variety of issues social media within the social media space or community na ebe ndị Igbo nọ today. Of ndekwe na ndekweho. Of ndekwe na ndekweho. Somebody to Nwikuku. I will always use him as an example because I've never seen a man that is as sentimental as Nwikuku. Ezeaku. Why always defending Ebuka? Ebuka is a man. Allow people to criticize him. He is not God. He is not above mistake. Man, a reverend father. You will jump out immediately. If any ceremony Ebuka. Mana jee paaki ha emegara ha kwa agha ala na podcast ha ịmapụta ịbịanye clarification because na nụrụ afa Reverend Father mana a na-akpọ afa Ebuka dia if you know that we are behaving in such a way that we are not supposed to behave, that we are not even supposed to be responding to anything, not Chineke wonye odolo. You reach your Reverend Father ịmapụta ekwukwa maka Reverend Father tiri pịara nwaanyị ife ịmapụta kwa anywhere ekwukwa na afro Reverend Father na miro ịmapụta kwa. Now tell me, what is it that is different from what you are doing and what people like us are doing? If I na a clash of interest, yes, or if I na when he falls, onye ọ na-achọ ka opinion nke dawuo nke onye ọzọ. Ịghọtago? Onye ọ na-achọ ka opinion nke dawuo nke onye ọzọ, and onya ka ihe ejikwa n'ofu that man of God or bịa na Facebook oge ọbụla na-agwa ahụ maka ndị na-akparị ya, afụfụ ndị na-akparị ya enweta. Has he ever imagined na ndị members ya na-akparịkwa another man of God? That time ngonwa a pastor nọ na page gu na-akọlọ na-throw words to another pastor. Ijere na comment section if even the members gu na-ekwu n'ọnụ. In a comment section, everybody will always like people, his own people to insult another person. But the moment that insult will be extended to you, you will react in a different way. If you say na Facebook, I can't no. Nyeme febe seme ye nyem. Mbatazie na your own space balamba. InShot kampo na your own space. Inyedu mefen. Now it comes to action and reaction. I always say that. A look at a Reverend Father. Yes, we no go in public. He said me ye negalo the action anya. The reaction anya. And you will now begin to talk about the action. But people have told you countless times. People have told you countless times about people's action to Ogesho Kenjaka that resulted to the reaction they are getting today. You claim to be insensitive about that. You say you don't care. She's not supposed to behave in that way. She's a married woman, for God's sake. What of Nganga? Have you forgotten? Have you forgotten? Yeah, she's Michael. I saw what you have you forgotten? So sometimes when you see me stand for these people, because I am putting myself in their own shoes. If you have never been a victim of conspiracy, even about conspiracy theory, it was conspiracy theory that brought down the administration of Gaddafi and even pied him. It was the same conspiracy theory that brought down the administration of Goodluck Jonathan. It is mixed with propaganda and whatever you can think about it. 90% of which is lies, but continuous spreading of this by people. If you want to know the damage a conspiracy can cause, go and examine critically the activities that happened in Palace of Justice. You will understand what I am talking about. Imagine now that time, Palace of Justice is history. Not lolo. They will bloggers like us. Do you think they will incur this level of damage? But they're not. Because when they say things, people will counter. But because they kept on saying one thing, it seems like it was only Oge and few people responding to them. They got upper hand, and that's how they got away with what they did there. Now, these days, I will say, now, allows this such thing to happen. That is exactly ebe ICE wee na commit crime. We will no longer allow those things to happen. Ebe ICE wee na commit crime. Onye ọ na-akwanyere onwe ya ugwu. Now, if Nwekuku and the likes of them can say that they first of all look at the action before judging the person reacting, why is that formula failing to be applicable to Ogechi? Why is it that you people have not seen the action of Abuja movement that triggered the reaction of Ogechi? If eventually tomorrow Ogechi decide to fix Shisum, will you people if by tomorrow Ogechi decide, I always try as much as possible to make sure that I listen to you. Not that I am hyping you, but I need to learn more from you. Shooks Michael, thank you very much. God bless you. If tomorrow Ogechi decides to clap back at Shisum through any means whatsoever, through any means, will decide there to clap back. Are you chest and remember the actions of Chisum today? Of Ogona, actions that even you cannot take. You cannot take it. So I am asking you, sentiment, tomorrow, decide to any means, because I've always said, Adacho Gumma, a piano plastic, iron woman, some piano, or less on a match or hair no dog. So if tomorrow Ogechi decide they have to clap back at Shisum, are you going to sit down and say, I watched the actions of Shisum that made Ogechi to react in this way? I watched the actions of Wanyi Abuja that made Ogechi to react in this way. I watched the actions of Mirabel that resulted in Ogechi reacting in this way. Now, take it and put it in other places. You will see the missing link. It is your hatred for certain people that made you to always judge the reaction of those people. In fact, you will say, but even at that, no react way. Even at that. And so what? If you can go as far as justifying the unruly behavior of a priest in public, it happened last time. The same set of people came out again to justify action, which is more like a public disgrace. A public disgrace. You are justifying it, citing the action. In such a way. Do you even think of what these people represent? Do you even consider what these people represent? You don't. You are only being driven by sentiment and emotion. A lot of us need to so a moment of truth and the Mathias and the likes of you. I don't want to go further. Even now, you people should go in and nurse your wound. That is the reality that will befall any man. Oh, the one of police, police, if we should take the message of reality as being given to us by them, let the tide of those people be the reality that you people will take only because you know. And the anyi through different ways and means. It work at the 12 disciples abuse Siwena for the name they all went through different means. So, but the only thing we are praying is for us to have a happy ending so that we will not have a sad one. But since sadness is part of the reality of life, that no religion or nothing can change that fact. Why can't you accept the fact that nation is destined that these people will go like this? Yes, they are destined to go like this. If you believe taking Mr. Igbo, that it is not government failure, then take it also that no mistake driver. Because now on a driver, I don't want to begin to go into those areas of blame. So that I not sound like I am, because that is what you always do. But in as much as I'm running this program, I am trying not to be you. Because now your behavior is easy. So I can't even imagine myself sounding and behaving like you. Now go and bury in them around. And Igbo cannot stand still. Yes, they all died and we buried them. And life move on. Currently, let us assume that is that not mockery? Is that not mockery? What did an old woman that is old enough to be your mother? Let us assumed that you cannot talk without making mama mama yoba. Mama yoba. Mama yoba. Mama yoba. Is that an old man who is old enough to be your mother? So today, you want all of us to stand still because now two of your members are. Like I said, finally, Jekunda hegwa haleva pati aye jinia ije na ha pati nabo ha yenye na promo ha yenye free because no go advisory ha bido that business and they believe na much more because na ndo mena na buze eziokwu ada nwanwu ha da nwanwu also ndo kana nwanwu ka Chineke wala aka emeziokwu a